there's three things I do. I draw the picture, because that shows me, because the picture's almost like a comic book, and then it's almost like doing a storyboard for what moments in the show are actually important to tell. When I'm writing a show, I'll pick a couple of tunes that are the vibe of the show. So for Marge, for example, it was Best of You by Foo Fighters and Greta Van Fleet's song they released that year. I can't remember what it was. I listened to a Greta Van Fleet song and a Foo Fighters song on repeat. And then you almost go into a trance and you just write. I don't know how to describe it.
You put the song on repeat?
Yeah, I put the same song on repeat and I write and I write and I write and I write and I write. And then it's almost like I have to step back from it and then I have to look at it as what the theme is or what the point of it is or where it's going as a story.
Okay.
And then I paint every year a big banner. And when I paint the big banner, I listen to the show on repeat and then I listen to the song on repeat and then I go away and write it after that. It sounds a bit weird.
Great. Did you invent this?
I don't know, but another thing that I do to write the show, and this is why I really like doing it, and this is the way, and I can send you a picture of it, or I can even show it to you now. It's maybe a bit of a spoiler. Is I draw the show out like a big picture, and then when I see what the picture looks like, then I understand the story. I'm trying to find. I've got my notepad here. Do you know what? This is vague enough that if people want to have spoilers, they can. But I draw the show out like a big picture with different points in it, and then I can bullet point what each point actually means.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I love it.
So it's a very visual way. And then do the spider. I do lots of spider diagrams.
Okay.
There's three things I do. I draw the picture, because that shows me... Because the picture's almost like a comic book, and then it's almost like doing a storyboard for what moments in the show are actually important to tell.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
The spider diagram is to make sure that it works like a hero's journey almost, without being too focused around the hero's journey of the points, but then make sure each point has sections of jokes. Mm-hmm. And then, sorry, the other thing I do... Oh, why is my brain broken?
The banner journey. Is that the banner's different to the picture, is it?
The banner is a different... Oh, and then what I do is I do a themes page, this sounds so silly, where I write themes. And I can explain it from the context of an older show if that helps. So Marge was about being in an abusive relationship, but not realising. And I told it along with the folk tale of the Selkie woman, who's like a seal woman who can take her skin off and be human form. And what I did was I did a theme page where I wrote all the themes that came up in the show. So there was themes like fairy tales, there's themes of the sea, there was themes of therapy, there was themes of relationships, there's themes of growing up, there were themes of can't even remember, but what I did was I put all the themes and color coded what each theme was, and then went through all my jokes and bits of material and did the colored dots beside each bit of material. And when I found material that didn't cross-reference enough themes, those bits got taken out the show.
Ah, okay.
And
this has only got 3 colours on it, not 5 colours, so it isn't suffused with all of the stuff. God, I love it.
And whilst I was doing that, I was thinking about what was going to happen in O and what was going to happen in Lane. So actually what will then carry through into all 3 shows, like the sea, what carries through all 3 shows. And this idea of a journey carries through all 3 shows. So there's some things that have been happening in Marge that have gone through O and then come to Lane as well.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a really but I think that's the thing. I write it because to keep myself interested and focused, I write it in 3 different methods all at the same time.
Yes.
So it excites me.
That's really interesting that the genesis of doing it like that is to keep yourself focused on it. So you've created, it's like, I mean, this is some classic ADHD stuff as well. It's like, I remember before I got my diagnosis, I was like, I think I've just skipped straight to all the coping strategies. Like a lot of them I've invented for myself, you know, having this stuff. I'm in my cellar now and I can see all my stuff in Tupperware boxes that you can see through. Not Tupperware, like, you know, plastic see-through transparent boxes. Yeah. So you don't lose your things because, well, there it is, like there I can see it. So like inventing that for myself before someone going, oh, that's textbook. But
when I was a teenager, I ripped my wardrobe door off so I could see my clothes.
Yeah,
and it just sent my mum through the roof. But I was like, if I don't see them, I've lost them.
Yeah. So that idea of creating these wonderful, disparate artistic, it's almost like quilting. Do you know what I mean? You're kind of building that. And I said fabric of the show earlier on. That's become a thing for me now in terms of like the collage of the ideas and determining what they are. So do you think, just while we're talking in these kind of terms, do you think that you are creating a show or discovering a show?
I think it's a blend between the two. It sounds like such a cop-out answer, but I think it's a blend between the two, because you have to first like take those footsteps. I don't know if footsteps is the right analogy. There's something there, but you have to start the journey, and you have to put the groundwork in, and you have to start writing the story and carving it out. And then when you take a step back, you'll see reasons why. It's like if you're walking somewhere in the snow, and there's a layer of snow, and you just have to start your journey and take the footsteps, not entirely sure what you're treading on, but you know where you're roughly going. And afterwards you look back and you might see that you were actually always moving slightly to the north, because there was a path there that you weren't even aware of. Does that make sense? And I think that's the beauty of work in progresses. Or another thing I do is I'll just go to a rehearsal room and just practice it out loud for an hour, and you keep repeating it over and over again. Because even though I worked on Margin O and both of them I worked on for over a year, because I've been having this project in my mind for years, it's always in July or the 1st of August that something clicks. Because even though I'm like, this is the story I'm telling, with O, I was like, I'm talking about the struggles I've had with periods. I'm talking about the time I almost died. I'm talking about the cycle of the seasons, like the cycle of the body / this fertility goddess, and me feeling like I'm like, something's wrong with me and I don't know what it is. And I was like, yeah, that's the show. And it was only the day before the Fringe kicked in when I was like, I didn't have an answer to what was my issue. And I was like, well, that's the point of the show. The point of the show is I can't get an answer because there's no research, and that's why it's such a struggle for me.
Yes.
And
that's such an authentic end to the show.
Yeah.
That kind of thing of like, imagine, and if that frustrates you, imagine how frustrated I am. Yeah.